Well, since the flood struck the area in March, we've heard countless of stories of people stepping up to help those folks hit hardest by the flood. But one local woman who runs an animal farm centered on providing therapy for those that need it stepped up and took on animals that could no longer stay on their farms. Reporter John Kipper went to Scattered Joy Acres today and has the story.
When the flood suddenly hit in March, some farmers had no choice but to leave their farm and animals behind. But one Omaha woman who runs a local animal rescue farm right here in Omaha was able to scoop up those animals and keep them here. And in fact, some of them are still here and will be for some time.
Everyone has pulled together. You know, Nebraska strong. That's who we are, and that's what we do. You pull up your bootstraps and you just keep doing what you have to do.
In the middle of historic flooding, Joy Bartling and a group of volunteers helped rescue 230 goats from rising waters. She then dropped them off at her ranch, Scattered Joy Acres. Now those goats went to a better home, but they weren't all Bartling brought back.
A couple goats, a sheep, some puppies. We have some potbelly pigs.
Those animals, plus some chickens, along with some horses currently getting medical attention, will stay with Bartling for the next 6 months to a year. Many of them hail from Hamburg, Iowa, and cannot return home anytime soon.
For the property to be able to be fixed again, for grass to grow, you know, because all the sand and everything came in, and so it's not good for and conducive for livestock to be able to go back to that area.
Now the animal owners do check in frequently as they try to put their lives back together.
These people, livelihood and animals were just taken from them. You know, it's part of their life, it's part of their healing, and then they feel that they've failed taking care of their animals, and it's Mother Nature. There's nothing we can do. It happens.
Animals at the farm are meant to provide therapy to those that need it most. So for as long as the rescued animals stay with Bartling, she puts them to work.
And we see the difference every day that it's making in people's lives, whether it's at-risk youth, seniors who are sitting there holding baby goats and lambs and loving on them.
Now, while most of the animals will eventually return to their owners, the chickens are going to stay here, and the dogs are eventually going to go up for adoption. In Omaha, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
Bartling estimates the animal costs her an extra several $1,000s per month. Well, Pacific Junction is still dealing with the recent floods, but Glenwood Municipal Utilities has some good news for residents. Although water is now safe for consumption, they say the sewer system is still not safe to use. Those who attempt to use their sewer system may risk sewage backing up in their homes. They also want to remind people that if they're going to be demolishing their homes, those people should contact the utility district so that their meter and radio reads units can be removed. They also say other utility companies should be contacted when demolishing their homes. Those who would like to have their services turned back on are advised to come to the office from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have contact information listed on our website. And we have another update on I-29. Our partners at the Omaha World Herald report that crews are working hard to get I-29 open by Memorial Day weekend. The World Herald also reports the original target date for the reopening was June. The areas include I-29 between the Highway 34 interchange near Glenwood and the Iowa-Missouri border, the Highway 34 connection between Glenwood and Bellevue, and I-29 north of the Crescent interchange. And here is a beautiful shot through our station camera, just clear skies out there. And I'm joined now with our weather alert meteorologist, Jennifer Zeppelin. It should be a good weekend for weather.
It really is. At least the first half of it, Maya, looks really terrific. I mean, a lot of sunshine around. We're enjoying that right now. And while we're almost looking at more sunshine than cloud cover, there is a line of showers breaking out just off to the west of us. So we will see some activity heading our way. Right now, it's moving through areas, getting close really to Creston and even around the Stanton area, around Wayne and Norfolk. So that's where we're beginning to see some activity heading our way and just off to the west of Columbus. So it will be moving in here over the next couple of hours. The rain chances will be going up. Winds are also up to about 13 miles an hour coming in from the south. So that's what's helped to warm us up today. We're up to 65 right now, ended up with a high of 68 degrees thanks to that south wind blowing in. Turning out to be just a gorgeous evening outside right now. Live view from Creighton University, and you can see it's just absolutely beautiful. Lush colors. It's so green outside, and we do have low relative humidity and dew points. That wind still out of the south. And while it's expected to be fairly breezy or really light for the remainder of this evening, temperatures stay very comfortable in the low 60s up until about 9 o'clock tonight. So a 10% chance at 7 to 8 o'clock, but a 20% chance going into later on tonight. Rain chances increasing after 10 o'clock, and we will see this moving through pretty quickly. So I think we'll see a big improvement as we go after about 11 o'clock. Dry conditions. Farmers Market, first one of the season, gets underway for tomorrow. This is in the Old Market area. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning through 12:30. Looking for some fresh produce, veggies and fruits. Temperature of 58 degrees at about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll have more on your weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit. Back to you, Maya.
All right. Well, still ahead, the high water may be gone, but for many flood victims, the recovery effort could be dangerous. One of the biggest problems they face is mold. What you need to know how to deal with it, we'll have that coming up next.
I take great pride in my lawn. My Hustler mower gives me the perfectly manicured cut I want. With the power, strength, and speed of a professional zero turn, I quickly maneuver around obstacles with ease, allowing me to maneuver around life's most difficult obstacle. Time. Hustler Turf. Made for what matters.
Visit Ty's Outdoor Power and Service in Lincoln, Gretna, or Omaha to purchase your Hustler mower.
At Culver's, we never tire of crafting fresh frozen custard right in our restaurants. Vanilla, chocolate, or the flavor of the day, it's all made fresh.
And it's not like we make one batch and we're done. We make batch after batch. Slow churning at the right temperature is the key to perfect custard.
This is really good.
You gotta give it some love. That's when you're able to serve a nice, beautiful dessert to your guest.
I like that creamy thickness of the custard. It's really good.
This is my 10th batch of the day, so there's a lot of happy people out there.
There's a lot of hard work that goes into this.
Welcome to Delicious.
The Quanta True Hybrid, handcrafted in the Midwest. Individually pocketed springs combined with natural latex and organic cotton. Every coil